you can see they walk along quite lovely. You know, I'm not hanging them on their heads on the reins. I've got to hold them a bit because we're going downhill with. All right. Start with it. There ain't any guarantee when horses run that you'll ever stop it or get it out of it. But what you've seen so far, they're not frightened from behind it. No. Also, what I've done, I've rubbed me, my foot on there that makes that sort of noise as it's going round. You know that, and that's an unusual noise. Yeah. And they don't get excited. When I first done it, they did, but they've accepted it. I've taken my feet here. Yeah. I've done all the things. We've just come up there. We've run over gravel. We've had them in the across the road here, all that polythene laying there, and that, then round on the grass that's very bumpy and very so obviously when it's bumpy, the reason I'm saying if you've got a bump there and not one here, you've got a dip here and a bump there, they're getting the pole slapping between them. Yeah. That doesn't seem to bother them. No. Another time you do that, first time you take them on rough ground, they'd be up and jumping about because they're feeling it banging them, but it's whatever frightened them in the first place. Yeah. And I think all their problem was a noise thing. Yeah. I don't think they was too much worried about the jerk because they'd been over there, the dragging of it and the jerking of it. Yeah. It was the noise it made, frightened them. Yeah. Quite frightened all of them. So, as long as when you take this out, put in the back here, half a dozen, gallon cans, it really doesn't matter. Fill it with bloody sandbags, it doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt it. Richard's been on the back, I've been on the front. You're talking about 50 stone. 50 stone on top of this vehicle. And Richard's sat over this wheel, he can't sit both sides, he's sat over this wheel, and it makes no difference to the vehicle, the springs and everything are beautiful. So plenty of weight in the back. Do not take them off the farm, right? Do not, don't take them off the farm. And then if you're happy or you want me at any time to pick the phone up, don't sit over there rubbing your and bugger up what I've achieved without being rude to you, because you can do it easily and then we're back to square. What do we do? I know. Right? So their confidence has come right back. I can't guarantee them, but you've seen what they've done. Yeah. Now if we build on that, now the other thing will happen, if they stay here for 3 weeks, one's going to cost you a lot of money. But more importantly than that, they're going to think I'm God. Everything I say is wonderful because I'll prove to them you can go over a manhole, you can go in the river, you can go in the heavy traffic, you can do all this, boys, everything's fine. Give them back to you, and they'll go,
again. Yeah.
hang on, who's this? You know, and it'll unnerve them, we don't want that. So the suit, well no, I don't mean that so much, because we've had Melanie driving them, you know, I mean Melanie, when you drove them, you was holding on to them, weren't you? You know, they wanted to scoot away, and Mel was, Mel's little arm was holding on to them, won't make the bloody difference, did it? But she had her brake, and I was in the back. So she had the weight, so it's a very similar situation. And she brought them back to a trot. They went off at a canter, didn't they? But no kicking or bucking.
No, just went off.
They went off at a canter, she brought them back to a trot. Pack up! Hello! Hey! And the other thing you can do is that now. You can tell them off. And when he come back, you couldn't do that. Because if you raised your voice like that, they'd have been more panicky, you know, oh God, what's the matter? You know? So, that's as much as I can say. Now, this harness here, this is what I want you to film, not to film all that. This here, look, right, this harness is way too back, right? But I'd leave it like it. I wouldn't be tightening it on them now. You got here to go, look, right? Is this your? This is your harness, because we've got another set.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So that's that one thing. I'd leave that like because you've got your brakes, right? And then later, not that it's bothering him, look, right? Okay? You see me pulling it up, you see him holding all the weight back, you know, going down the hill. You know, when we come down the hill, they've had all the weight on them, on their arse, so it's not going to hurt, right? But before too long, we want to start taking this out, because there's too much on here. Especially if he's got a bit of itch, that's going to go raw underneath there. We've got to try and avoid that, because if you do that and you can't use him, then you're back to square one again. But they want every day or every evening when you come home from work, just in the back, two of you, nice and quiet and sensible, round the field. Up them little lanes you got round the field. But I wouldn't go on the road with them, not because I'm concerned, but there's two things I'm concerned about. If they did run, you're on the road, then you're going to involve somebody else. That's not right. Point one. Point two, their dear little feet won't take it. Because they won't take it on that, you know, especially with this pushing them and they're scrambling to get away uphill or something, they'll wear their feet out and then you won't be able to use them anyway for that. So if we confine them to the farm, I'm at the end of a phone and I will come over. Can't always just drop everything I'm doing, but whereas you're so near, I can get over to you and say, no mate, I'll do it like that, do it like this. And that's the best I can say to you. And the man's giving me that back out of that, so instead of paying £2 grand, it'd be 18. If then you get the money for the other one, somewhat like on Dragon Driving, you've had a result, haven't you? Because you're not a million miles away. You know. So that's the best I can do for you. I can't, you know, if you say to me you want them here, they can stay, it's not a problem to me. I'll change everything round we got. The other thing is, I'll change this pole, right? Because the other pole that come with this, which is it's way too heavy, isn't it? Way too long for these dear little things, right? Now I've left the pole like that. You've got loads of adjustment here, about 9 inches from here to here, look. So you could take that out the back. So if you took 9 inches out of there, come to there, which is about right. Yeah. The reason I've done that and left it the way it is, right, is if they was to buck or kick back, they're not going to. I mean, you imagine them coming back and catching themselves on here, or a clip, or this, or getting their foot in there or there. No good. But obviously, you can see here that you can just undo this. Well, baby, you just undo this here, right? Undo that and that one. Slide this hole back in. So you take it back. Them two, roughly speaking. Yeah. And that's it.
Why would you want it shorter as opposed to longer? Just
as your confidence grows.
Yeah, it kind of got also your manoeuvrability in it.